Hi, I'm Naivik, and today I'll be bringing you a tutorial on how to manage your files on FL Studio 12.1. This should also be applicable to FL Studio 12. So let's go to Options, and right here we'll have File Settings. So let's click on that. The first little menu pops up is Backup. So what this does is it backs up all your progress you've done in your FLP. So you have never remind me every 10 minutes, rarely every 15 minutes, occasionally every 10 minutes, regularly every 5 minutes, and frequently every 5 minutes and before risky operations. What I have this one on all the time because I prefer to be safe than sorry. And also, anytime there's a lot of polyphony or anything involved, or anything that you're gonna do, for example, export a WAV file, it will save the project before you do so, just in case the program crashes. Okay. So you also have the plugin manager. Right here we see options as a search path. So basically, what this does is it reads the file folders from their directories. So for example, right here we see that we have Steinberg, and I have removed that. That's because that was the demo version of some plugins that I was checking out. So go into Steinberg and VST plugins, and I have addictive drums and addictive keys. Pretty cool, but can't afford them, so I removed them. We also have the old way. This is I no longer use the plugin manager a lot, but this was the old way to add VSTs to FL Studio back when there was FL11 and before that. So basically, it tells you the bit, the 32 and 64 bit. So basically, just look for direct wave, and it'll show you the different versions of it. Also, you can see if it's a VSTI or just a DLL or an FO format, as in right here. The VST ones you can use in any other program, and the FL you can only use them here with FL Studio. So we could also see Serum, and there's a 32 and a 64-bit version of Serum, and we can click on them. I'm not sure why it doesn't show up as strictly a 32 or 64-bit, but it should show up. Okay. And over here we have the, okay, so by the way, I no longer use this too much because now we can just click add and then refresh the plugin list. Refresh, it'll refresh it almost instantaneously, as you can see here, but it'll take a lot less time, like as it did before. Okay, so if you have a new plugin, it should show up yellow right here. Okay, right here we have the extra browser file, the browser extra search folders. So right here we can put extra samples, VST folders, which is what I normally do instead of putting them into the plugin manager, because I believe they automatically go to the plugin manager. You can also put your splice folder. For example, I have the splice folder right here, and as we can see, it's very organized in the way it labels packs. So for example, let's go to Tom Cosm. It's super specific in the way it works. So for example, you will see that instead of being Spice, instead of being under program files, it's under documents, and that's because that's where I put the download directory for Splice. You can see right here, documents, Splice, and it's all right here. We also have my own sample banks that I've made under Kicks NVK. Also, other folders that I had to make for AES, so I can maintain all the AES stuff organized. So over here, let's delete this, and let's make a folder right now. So you can click either on the folder right here to create a new one without having to go to the file managers. So I'm gonna go under Kevin Ochoa music, and yeah, just music, and then I'm gonna call this YouTube tutorials. Okay. Oh wow, what the hell? Let's try that again. Music. Make new folder. Right here, we gotta name it. Tube. Okay. And now it's added to the browser. So as you can see, it was added automatically here. If that doesn't happen, you click the reread structure. Control L. Control R. My bad. So we can see it right here. Music. Right there. There it is. And what we can do with this folder now is add any samples. So for example, let's grab this one. Copy. Oh crap! Shortcuts, they don't work. Paste. And if they don't, oh look, sometimes they come up automatically. But if they don't, just click the reread structure button. Okay, and we just drag it in. So it should work without any problems. We can also add FLPs. And that should work pretty much the same. No. So right now, since it didn't load up, we press reread structure. And sure enough, it pops up here. Let's open this. While this loads up, I'm gonna talk a little bit about managing the file folders in which your presets go in. Okay, so different plugins save presets in different places. For example, Serum saves them under Documents and Xfer. And we can see the presets are right here. And that is very different compared to Synth 1. And Synth 1 saves everything directly in its install folder. So let's go to x86. You see plugins and Synth1. You can see that this is the plugin, the install folder, and the banks are in here. So be aware of that. So right now we can see that pretty much all my samples loaded up, even though this project was made in FL11. So let's give it a check to see if it loaded everything fine. So we can see that it did. So inside my the file settings, you might have noticed that I have the FL12, and inside FL12 I have FL11 inside of my browser search extra folders. So what this does is it searches FL12 and FL11 for presets or for anything that I made in the past, and that's how it was so easy for me to transfer from FL11 to FL12 to FL12.1 without having any issues or without ever having to browse through my folders and having to update things. I mean, copy the presets from the old folders into the new ones. That's what I meant to say. So by doing this, it just works like magic. I can just open up a project and I won't have any issues. For example, for this little piece right here, I believe I used Harmless. And it was a preset I made back in FO11 because that's what I originally bought earlier this year, I believe in January. It also has the Prado snare. Yeah, cheesy, but effective. Okay, so with that, I'll leave you guys. Organize everything perfectly as good as you can. It will definitely benefit you and pay off. I will also make a video on the VSTs and installing VSTs. I'm pretty sure that will be like in 2 days, I believe. Okay, like it if you enjoyed the video. Comment whatever you'd like to see or any constructive criticism. What else? Just subscribe and share. Yeah, share. That will help a lot. And thank you guys for watching.